Philly Chris here. We've all played a guy that runs us over, and over, and over. Pinching the line doesn't work, controlling the D lineman that gets led into the backfield, nope. Then you might end up doing something desperate like this. Well, maybe not that far, but you and I know the 0-1 trap is a pain to stop. Fortunately, football is still 11 on 11 at the end of the day, so I'm going to show you a way to contain the 0-1 trap by taking advantage of that fact. And that's by outnumbering the offense at the line of scrimmage. I'll be doing this from the 5-2 defense, and there are two packages out of the 5-2 that I like to use. The base set, which is a very D-line heavy, as it has 3 D tackles up the middle and your 2 ends on the edge. And the other is the linebacker package, which is basically the 3-4 defense with the outside linebacker's hands in the ground. So short version, if you have a good D-line, I would go with the normal set. And if you have a good pass rush and outside linebackers, linebacker package is for you. Now that you got your D personnel set up, the 0-1 trap is run mostly out of 2 tight end and 1 tight end sets, and each set requires a slightly different setup that I'll show you shortly. Knowing the personnel sets to look for, I know right away the fewest and maximum number of blockers I have to deal with. Versus the 2 tight end set, I have 7 defenders and I have 7 blockers. So unless I suddenly have the all Madden team, the run is still going to eat me up a good bit, but I'm going to make a couple of adjustments to it real quick to change that. First by spreading the linebackers, then bringing the strong safety down so he's playing middle linebacker. Make sure he's about 2 to 3 yards behind the linebackers though, because if he's too close, he goes right back to where he came from. What this does now is put 8 guys in the box versus 7 blockers. So obviously the offense cannot block every guy. And what ends up happening is a defender, maybe the safety you brung down, or either edge linebackers running free towards the running back. And as long as you can tackle, you should bring him down for a 2 to 3 yard gain at most. The adjustment comes versus 1 tight end sets. After the first 2 steps of the setup, I'm going to shift the D-line towards the tight end. Because if I didn't, the tackle on the other side would just ignore the D-end on the edge and go after the unblocked defender I want to come free, declaring who they want unblocked, which I don't want, and it eliminates the whole purpose of the setup. So this way the edge defender sort of is in his way, so he has to basically go through a defender to get to the guy he wants. This whole vid was done in cover 3, but you can mess around with the different plays out of the 5-2. They all look the same when you break the huddle, so the setup is still cut and dry, and you can mix up the coverages to throw off your opponent. Alright fellas, hope I gave you a quick remedy for the pain that is the 0-1 trap.